Now, this is a guy who was stalking 3 months ago. And every once in a while, I mean, like doing witchcraft and everything. And every once in a while, because I clear these guys out every morning, I have to clear my chakra, I have to say my prayers and meditation, just like I can't skimp. But he always, you come from the same place I do, and you acting like, you know, like he could be doing something else. But I know when I first met this motherfucker, this guy, I mean, I didn't know he lived at my apartments. You see? But now, he tried to pretend like he was familiar with me. I was like, I don't know you. Leave me the fuck alone. And he got mad, you know? And I noticed from then he was trying to open the elevator for me. I don't know you, you know? But you're acting like you're familiar with me, and that's pissing me off. So, seeing him, I've been seeing him for a couple nights. And it's probably because when they cannot connect to you psychically or use astral projection or remote viewing, because this is what this guy was doing. He was doing mind controls, like, you're going to get a pizza, you're going to get a pizza. And I didn't want to order a pizza. I actually wanted to get cough drops. That's my addiction. But instead of getting the cough drops, I got the pizza. So after the pizza, I see this guy walking down our hall. And he's all like, yeah, pizza. Yeah, there he is again. So, and they think that they're pulling out all the stops because I can stop them, right? So when you can stop other people from attaching themselves to you,
next station, right? Convention Center.
They become irate. Because now they know that you know.
Convention Center is next.
And that source for however long that you didn't know of supply that they were extracting from you, right? Because it's not about an attraction, it's about the attraction to you personally. It's about the attraction to whatever you hold with the light that you hold inside of you. Like I said, I don't know this guy. Still don't know this guy. Don't know this fucking name, don't know anything, but he knows me. And that's what was creepy about this. So that's why I teach my clients. It's like, you got to be aware of your surroundings. You got to understand that people are going to use nefarious means, especially when you're dealing with cluster B personality. They're going to use nefarious means in order to get to you, which include witchcraft and occult practices, which is what this jackass was trying to do with me, but he doesn't realize who I am. I don't think that anybody warned him. So, because when you are aware of that, right, you have to let go of your disbelief. Because the world is actually really crazy, and it starts in the spiritual before it starts in the physical, right? So, it's not that I can, that I'm stopping this guy, but it's that I'm aware, and he's aware that I'm aware, which makes him uncomfortable, right? So we play chess, not checkers, right? So, because I was shocked to see him about just going around the corner, and he made sure that he got on the same car that I'm on right now. He's on the same car.
Seaport Village.
Okay, so just make sure, and this is what's creepy, especially with black men. They're doing whatever it takes, basically, to get the type of source and supply, whether narcissistic or just have characteristics or not. They're doing whatever it takes to get a source and supply that will feed and satisfy them that others have had before them. So they've jumped, it's not about a bromance, but it's all the toxic masculines that are getting together. I mean, it's like I've told you, I'm gay, so what would you possibly want? But I pray, I meditate, right? I'm nurturing, I'm a mother figure, right? I do what I say I'm going to do. I put in that extra work. I'm not putting in an extra work for somebody who looks like, somebody split them in two and put a wedge in between. You see what I'm saying? I'm not going to do that. So especially these black guys who know that they're not going to get that prime source and supply, they're going to use occult practices. It doesn't matter because, you know what I mean? They're going to, which is sick, to pretend as if they've been having this relationship with you for all of your life. You know, like I said, he came up to me all warm, off, because you catch more flies with honey than you do vinegar. I didn't know that he lived at the apartments that I live at until I went out and was walking my dogs. This is a couple months ago. That I was walking my dogs, and he does the same little trick. Like, okay, I'm gonna go around here and pretend I got lost, and you know what I mean, just uncomfortably by my person. I'm gonna always listen to my spidey senses and my intuition. I'm not gonna listen to somebody who doesn't know and hasn't been through what I've been through. Like, you know what I mean? So, yeah. So if without a prayer and meditation, you have a chance of falling prey to mentally ill people like this, right? So, and two, with readers, because readers, especially black female readers, and I'm just calling it out, because if you're a tarot reader, number one, you should be doing separate readings, not general. Two, when you're always focused in on, love and somebody else's, wealth and all that other kind of stuff, you're going to pick up whatever out of the atmosphere. You're going to pick up whatever demonic entity wants you to say on behalf of that person. So then that way, when they meet a person like this piece of crap here, when you meet this person, you're going to think, oh, it's serendipity. It's not serendipity. You see what I'm saying? You take God and your spiritual team out of it when you do that. And so I think that right now, to kind of, it bears, just in case for those of you who listen to tarot, and it's doing us a disservice. It's doing you a disservice to believe what somebody who is saying that can only do general readings and is always getting a word and a message, right? Sometimes that word and message isn't for the general collective, it's for them. And they want to pass it on, right? Just say, I want to pass this on, and if, who can relate, da-da-da-da, right? But anyway, I'm going to get ready to go. or listen to some music before I go so I can meditate before my shift. But I just wanted to say that because I just saw this guy, and I'd been seeing him throughout the week. So that means that somebody is desperate to have me, and not only that, but when somebody is really projecting onto you, sometimes when you look in the mirror, you will see a face that is not your own. I've had it happen to me twice, and he was the second time. So that's what I'm saying. It's like when you are truly a seer, when you are truly psychic, when you're truly gifted, and you see stuff that other people don't notice, because, you know what I mean? And I never really had to, some of us never really had to put it into practical application until, the gang stalking and the trauma and from energetically being attacked and all the other crap. So I think it has a lot to do with CERN and opening portals, and then, people going underground, and, the awakening, and people learning and reading stuff and how to basically get what they want without having to work. How can I get a relationship with this person without having to work for it? So, anyway, hopefully this helps somebody. Your blessings are in your ashes, phoenixes. Rise.